Hey guys, so here's the deal. I have no idea what I want this channel to be. Um, Originally I was using it very briefly in grad school just as a place to like house all the stuff I was working on, to house all of the like games I was designing for different classes. They're not any like full finished games. And now that I have like a separate channel that's really going towards our actual professional development for games like Here There Be Bears and other games like that, I realized I never fully finished really making content about the games that I was designing for classes and like things like that. So I have like this weird backlog. Sorry, my dog's just in the background. She's trying to stare out a dark window, as you can see. But I sort of like decided, I don't know, maybe I'll just like post some of the old games that I was making for grad school. Just as like, I don't know, a devlog. I think just with everything that's going on this past week. It was my birthday, which fine. I usually had pretty historically bad birthdays in the past. Actually, it's what led to the development of Here There Be Bears. Maybe I'll post some vlogs at some point about like the inspiration behind Here There Be Bears and like what that's about. Stuff that I wouldn't necessarily post on like the Ursa Mayhem channel. Maybe just like stuff that I would not post. But we won't get into that now. But since those are all like trauma based, I don't want to traumatize you guys, and I wanted you guys to see Captain Cannon. So this is just like a hopefully short vlog where I try to remember how to play my own games. I was actually going to start, I have this game that I originally developed. It was like a scavenger hunt, almost like escape room type game that was using Google Drive. And I really liked it. It was kind of cool. There's actually a tutorial on this channel that I've made public. It's actually been out for several years, but I made it public. And essentially what it is it was like a like spreadsheet escape room game, which is cool. And there's actually a walkthrough on how to play it. Unfortunately, after I graduated, they decided to switch from Google Drive over to everybody's favorite software service, SharePoint and Microsoft Office. So that means that my entire game got ruined because I can't access the files because they deleted all of our Google accounts, even though they told us from day one that we would have forever access to our emails and all of our stuff on Google. I guess they lied. Whatever. It's fine. Not salty about it. Technically I have the walkthrough, so I could remake it if I really wanted to, but if you're curious about that, that was really like my first prototype game. So what we have here, Captain Cannon isn't like the first 3D game I ever made. There's actually one that predates it, which is an actual piece of crap. Captain Cannon was probably the first game that I made that I was like, I could make more of these. So we're gonna take a playthrough of it, and I'm gonna see if I can remember how the hell you play it and how you win. And I'm gonna give you weird tidbits about game design along the way. Where I started going with this is that this week has sucked. It was my birthday again, which I usually historically don't have good feelings about. Maybe I want to delete the, whatever. I'm going to leave the audio. It's technically free use audio. But I don't historically have great luck with my birthday. When I was 11, I snapped my femur in half, and that caused a lot of trauma, which is what led to the production of Here There Be Bears 20 years later. And, 15 years later. Well, 20, it's not out yet. We're still waiting to finish the demo for the summer. However, this year has been both, it was good and bad. I had a lot of stuff to distract me. My friends were really distracting. Got some fun presents that were really nice and distracting. And then there's just like, some real shit stuff happening last week. I mean, this is what happens when you're born around Inauguration Day. Let's just fucking leave it there, right? So let's play Captain Cannon, this game that I made in 2021, I think. Yeah, in 2021. Give you weird game dev tidbits along the way. So this is Captain Cannon. This was definitely an early attempt. I'm trying to remember how to play. I'm pretty sure everything. I don't think I can jump. Yeah, I do remember this because this is my first time making like a water shader, and adding you know, materials to stuff. I had no idea what I was doing. I was doing entire guesswork because we didn't really get told how to do this kind of stuff. But the basic idea of Captain Cannon is you're playing as a cannonball named Captain Cannon, and your goal is to collect these little tidbits, these little things that will make you either bigger or smaller. And so you can get all the coins so you can afford your license to become a captain. Because obviously every good cannonball needs a license before they can become a ship's captain. Okay. Oh, I'm going to miss all these. Crap. Ugh. I need to be bigger too. Nope, nope, no, 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 no. What you can't really see here is that the inertia on this thing is really crazy. So you'll just keep going. It's actually kind of hard to steer. But this is the first game that I made that I was like, you know what? I could make more of this. It's sort of like if you guys have ever played like golf with your friends, it's like kind of a combination between that and Super Monkey Ball. Very in-game physics engine. Not the most unique game that's ever existed, but you know, I liked it, so that's good. And I know I have like a series of power-ups here, and I believe I need to make sure I get at least one of these to make me smaller, because I'm pretty sure otherwise I'm too big to actually fit through the hole here. I think I have to maybe skip that one. Oh no, I need another small one. Another small guy. Hold on. Just got to go find him. There he is. Purple means small. So you just change your size, and if you mess up real bad, you can just jump in the water, and you as Captain Cannon will perish, and then get to restart. All right, let's see if we can do this. Okay, so we're here, and I need to get big enough because there's one of these coins that's kind of up on the top. So this was like my first attempt at coding a third-person game. At all, really. I mean, I guess I did a little bit with a third-person game before this. It was, we'll call it a shooter game. It really wasn't, and it wasn't fun because I didn't have any ideas at that point. I was so intimidated at the process of coding that I was like, no, we're just gonna wildly wing it and hope for the best. So this is the first one that I felt like was a challenge. If I were to redo this game, I definitely would make it so you could change the direction you're facing. Because it is hard to play if you don't know where everything is. Simply by virtue... Oh, God. I'm going to die. No, 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 no. But simply by virtue of the fact that... Don't do this to me. By virtue of the fact that you're playing as this big, kind of unwieldy cannonball, it's kind of hard to play because your inertia is so great that it doesn't always want to work. And you kind of have to bounce back and forth against things to collect all these coins as Captain Cannon. And then, of course, the other problem is you have to get small enough in order to get the other coins as well. And I feel like last time I played this, it was actually a little broken. So we're going to see if it's even possible to achieve. Because I know I have to get into that like little tiny crack over there. I'm doing a really bad job of explaining like how I coded this, so I apologize in advance. Ooh, I think we're gonna make it. Right? 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 We're gonna make it. Yeah, we won! Okay, so Captain Cannon still functions, so that's good. But this is like my first time doing a lot of stuff, adding like materials to things, creating my own assets. The music is A Robust Crew by Darren Curtis, who released a lot of music for free use, which I think is really nice as long as you give credit. So thank you, Darren Curtis, for this beautiful sea shanty-esque music. But yeah, it was my like first time really making a game. It's not perfect because again, there's like so many ways you can mess this up. Like, I mean, the first one's fairly self-explanatory. You kind of have to collect this object and get smaller before you can get through the first area. So it does kind of ramp and teach you how to play, but I mean, some things like you can technically get through this section as a slightly smaller cannonball, which will then mess up your whole game. So it's not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination. You can, in fact, be too small to complete a lot of the tasks if you get the wrong order of stuff, because you just won't have the ability to collect certain objects and certain items, which is a problem. But I'm still kind of proud of it for what it is. It's a simple game. You could probably make something similar to it, just using the rollerball tutorials you find on Unity. I think that may actually be what the basic system is. But it was fun for me. And I liked Captain Cannon's design. And if I ever wanted to make another game like it, I probably would. So I don't really have anywhere to go from here. I'm even going to reload the page just so it's a little quieter. I didn't really anticipate just how short I think this game is. I know I'm like good at it because I've done it before, but you know. So this is Game Dev Log 1. It's bad, but you know, it's a place to store some of my old stuff. So if this ever gets taken down or my GitHub stops working, or for whatever reason Captain Cannon just breaks, we have proof that it existed. And I had fun making it. Not the deepest lore, not the deepest game I've ever made, but kind of silly and fun, which is, you know, okay too. Okay. Well, that was like one of the first 3D games I made in grad school. So if I can make it, you surely can too. And I'm going to record something completely different, but thank you for watching this 11-minute video where I talk about nothing and show you one of the first games I ever made. Bye.